Welcome to the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am at Bluewater Wellness. We are down on Van Wagner Road, just inside the Spring Lake city limits. I still think it's Muskegon, but they draw those lines on maps, and they have to call it Spring Lake. Over here is Dee Wallace. You're a pharmacist.
Dee Coley.
Dee Coley. You're Dr. Wallace. I get, you know what? They can't expect perfection out of me, and I don't think these two do. They know who they're dealing with. Dee Coley, you're a pharmacist.
Yes.
And you worked over at Watkins for a while, and
did.
you were with, did you say Walgreens?
It was Walgreens before that.
Yeah.
And then with Hackley Hospital for
Hackley
20
Hospital.
years. Right.
So, that's a great career.
Great.
And, you kind of segued into something a little different, a little more holistic. We're going to get to your end of things here in a couple of minutes because I'm going to introduce Dr. Wallace as well.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about your doctoring, and you're an osteopathic doctor,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. I knew D.O. I saw it on her door. Pretty smart. Tell me about your practice.
Currently here at Bluewater?
Yeah,
at
overall.
Muskegon? Overall.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm an osteopathic doctor by training.
Yeah.
I did my allopathic family practice residency, which is an MD-based training.
Yeah.
And I was in private practice for a while, and then I went to work at Muskegon Family Care.
Okay.
And I'm currently now their medical director. So that's what I do for a day job.
Okay.
And then for fun, I work with Dee.
It's like anybody else. Everybody's got to have two jobs. Even the doctors have to have two jobs nowadays.
That's right.
You founded Bluewater Wellness.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Because this was an opportunity for Dee and I to practice real medicine,
Yeah.
holistic medicine, and get to the root cause to help people get better without using insurance guidelines and being under the pharmaceutical industry's strong will, I guess
Yeah.
you would say. So we get to actually help people.
The concept behind Bluewater Wellness. Talk a little bit about what this is all about.
It's being functional medicine trained. Okay. Functional medicine is a root cause, looking for what's causing the problem, not covering up the symptom or masking it. So we help people in their lives eat better, feel better, be happier, and make lifestyle choices that are more conducive to better health. So this is a lifelong learning, and it's not, here's your pill, we'll see you later.
Come back in 30 days and tell me how you feel.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's a pretty intensive program.
Yeah,
where we-
and I'm learning it. I just came in, and I was contacted by your office, and they said we'd like to learn a bit more about sponsorship. So we're doing the welcome, and then part of it too was you guys understood that I'm kind of a sugar fiend. I wouldn't say kind of a sugar fiend. I'm a major sugar fiend. It runs in the family. We used to joke when we'd go into a Walmart or a Sam's Club and we would see a pallet of M&Ms. That was a shipment for one of my uncles for the week for their M&M consumption. And that's kind of what I come from. History of diabetes. I've been very fortunate that I haven't had any diabetic diagnosis or anything like that yet. But it's coming down the line. I can see it coming. I know it's coming. And it's a change that has to be made.
That's
So
right.
when you guys...
DNA is not your destiny. Dinner is.
Yeah, right, there you go. I never thought of that. You guys make this offer to say that you've got some ways to help curb the desire, some ways to help direct me around that and make some lifestyle changes. I want to come and learn more. So here I am. And you're going to help me with that.
Truly, the secret sauce is having a plan.
Okay.
So we put systems in place to help you with your symptoms. And then we, from that point forward, help you design a plan with diagnosis in mind and with what you can do. And then when I come in there is help you coach and then guide you through nutraceuticals if you need them, supplements.
Nutraceuticals, explain that.
Better step up from just a vitamin or a mineral.
Okay.
They have some proof behind them. Some of them that are even okayed, meaning that they have some research, so that it can be functional foods. So we use those more than we do something off the shelf because I know what you're getting then. So
Yeah.
Dr. Wallace
And a
about
lot of people come in,
diagnosis.
they bring their bag of supplements and spend lots of money on very expensive supplements.
Yeah.
And because this supplement's for energy, this one's for mood, and this one's for sleep. And they're kind of going down that primrose path when all these are symptoms that you shouldn't be ignoring because those are system problems.
System problems.
System problems. It's kind of like driving your car into the mechanic and saying, I hear this noise. It's
Yeah.
clunking. And the mechanic doesn't just automatically change a tire and say, okay, here's the problem. They do diagnostics.
Okay.
They take a look, they try to figure out what the problem is, and fix it. So if I were putting sugar in my car and trying to get it to run.
That would be bad.
Theoretically, yes.
No, not theoretically. If you pour sugar in a gas tank, it don't go very far.
How does that do when you pour sugar into you?
It
It doesn't go very far, exactly.
but it feels good when I do it.
And I bet my car would say the same thing.
Probably, yeah.
But what
okay.
would my mechanic say to me if I kept bringing it in? Because
He would
it
hand you a
didn't-
bill.
He would.
It would be expensive.
He would. And then he'd say to me, quit what?
Putting sugar in your gas tank.
Exactly,
Right.
because that's not what your car runs on.
Right.
Your body doesn't run on that either.
Right.
So absolutely, that's a good start, is sugar.
When does somebody find you? Do they come in as a are they referred to you? Do they come in from word of mouth? Do they come in because they're up against the wall?
A lot of people come in by word of mouth because so-and-so has been succeeding
Yep.
and doing well and doing what they said they never could do, and that is, I'm feeling better, I'm
Yeah.
having more energy, I'm finally losing weight. This is all making sense to me.
Yeah.
And so they hear from their friends, they get curious, they come and they listen to a lecture, and we work with them, and depending on where people are at in their journeys of life,
Yeah.
they, as some people find us serendipitously. A lot of
Right.
people know Dee and have worked
Right.
with Dee.
From spending so much time in the community in pharmacy, then I did get to know many
Sure.
people who wanted to do something different. So many of us in functional medicine have started out because they were ill. I was ill. I was third shift, 7 kids, working all the time. What do you get? A diagnosis?
7
that-
kids in third shift?
Yeah.
How do you pull that off?
Exactly. So then you want to find a different way, and so that's when I started studying functional medicine and bioidentical hormones.
Sure.
Because if your hormones are not okay, then you're
You're
not
not.
cruising along.
Yeah.
That's thyroid hormones, sex hormones, any of them. So we really want to focus in on what's going on with the entire system. And so being out there in pharmacy, I knew that there had to be a better way.
Yeah.
So now the hard part is getting the word out that we're out there.
Yeah.
Because we're doing something way different, and really excited about it. So.
Do you find a backlash from others in medicine? And I don't ask that because, I don't it's a practice. You know what I mean? Medicine is a practice.
Mhm.
Some people practice traditional medicine. Some people practice Oriental medicine. Some people practice holistic medicine. Is there a I don't want to say controversial side to this, or do some doctors look down their nose at this kind of thing? Or?
I think there's some great skepticism.
Yeah.
I really do, because not all providers, whether they be an MD, DO, chiropractor, are all on the same path of their own personal journey.
Sure.
And I find people who've been there, done that, experienced some trauma and experienced a lot of suffering, and they look for alternative ways. They embrace it greatly.
Yep.
But some people never really feel bad. And
Yeah.
some people are going along, they feel just fine and don't have a problem. Yeah, some of them are a little skeptical.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if you look at people who are in really good shape, that no matter where they are, they're doing a lot of what we're doing.
Is this a man or a woman thing? Am I an anomaly being the guy coming in to see you guys over this, or is
Absolutely not.
Is this
No.
for anybody?
Just for anybody. And
Yeah.
we've had great success with men because they respond really well as compared to women sometimes.
Yes.
They just
Yeah.
you put them on a program and they stick to it. They do really well because they're different hormonally. They're different. Their body system is different, and they actually lose weight faster, right?
Oh, much faster.
And there's a lot, yeah. and there's a lot about that we're doing a triad. We're not replacing someone's primary care physician. We're
Right.
working in conjunction with them.
Conjunction with them.
Yeah, and saying, here's a success for your patient.
So we know you've got a sugar cessation program that I'm going to do over the next 12 weeks, and I've given you that commitment that I'm going to do. Well, we talked the other day, and you mentioned this exercise thing, which didn't come up in our initial conversation. So we'll get to it. Trust me, we will. But are there other programs that you offer as well?
We do. We
Okay.
offer detox programs. and
For
detoxing.
detoxing from drug and alcohol? Is it detoxing from...
Life in general.
Okay.
But not drug and alcohol.
Okay.
No, that requires a much different
Sure.
level, multidisciplinary.
Been there too.
Yes, exactly. And so that's a great question.
It's been 14 years, but I've been there, so I understand.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah, the detox program, which is a 4-week program if you're just off the street. If you're part of the of our wellness package that's included in there.
Okay.
Because you always have to work on your liver whenever you're cleaning
Yeah.
up your body. But we have bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, 12-week programs. We have programs that have to do with just changing up your, want to get run through for your medications and your nutraceuticals and vitamins. We do that kind of consultation. So there's several different things that can happen when you come here. It's very individualized.
Yeah.
The favorite, of course, is our 12-week programs, because that success happens
Sure.
when you are together with someone for that long.
Over the 12 weeks, what's the typical result? I mean, am I going to see X amount of weight lost? Am I going to see, I mean, there's no guarantees, I get that. But over that 12-week period, what should I expect?
Everybody has been different.
Yeah.
Which, absolutely, and what their expectations are, everybody's different. Not everybody needs to lose weight,
Sure.
and not everybody needs to be able to run a marathon.
Right.
Right? So everybody has met their individual goals. They really feel much better. They have a better understanding of what integrative and functional medicine all about. They don't spend as much money on supplements on month to month
Cool.
because they now understand what they're doing, and they can navigate through this plethora of information
Yeah,
that we're getting
'cause
through
it's a
the
lot.
media. It is a ton.
Yeah.
And they can find out what really the truth versus what fake news is.
Right, fake news.
And fads.
There's that word again.
Fake news, exactly. So it really does help them understand who they are and how they can self-quantify. Doing things like 23andMe and the Genova, looking at the microbiome.
Sure.
And understanding how medicine and what medicine is actually in its future. So we're pretty far ahead of the game.
Love that.
It's
Well, I'm
exciting.
excited. I'm looking forward to it. First step, if somebody wants to come in and make some contact with you, what do they do?
How do they make contact with us?
Do they need
Yeah.
to be referred by their doctor?
No,
do they
not
just
need
stop in?
referral.
Do they call?
Actually, Dr. Wallace does a couple presentations here at our office in this education room.
Okay.
A couple presentations a month. You can call anytime and make an appointment. Check the website out, Facebook. We're trying to get out there
Yeah.
everywhere.
We got the links right here,
Yeah,
too,
the
so
first
they'll be
step
right here. Yeah.
definitely is to just give us a call. So
Okay.
we can let you know what's going on.
And they can follow me.
And they can follow you.
And I can't fail because you guys are paid sponsors. And if I do, you'll fire me, and I don't want that. So, and you'll tell all your friends that we don't do our job, and that's not what we want. But I'm really into it for the health of this. I mean, it's a change I've known that I've had to make for quite some time. I've often flaunted my ability to eat candy like a honey bear at night. And I kind of look back at it like, my days of drinking. There was a lot of fun there. You know what I mean? And I, as a former alcoholic, or a lifelong alcoholic, if you will, one of the things they say that you don't look back at the past with any regret. You don't look back and go, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and all that stuff. So, I don't necessarily think of my candy and all that stuff as, oh, shame on you. You got to bury your head in the sand and do that. But you get to an age and there's time for a change, and I think that's my time now. And I'm glad that you're here to kind of guide me through that.
We're
and
glad you're ready.
show me that not everything has to be a pound of M&Ms at 9 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
I'm gonna miss it though.
Oh,
No, you
we'll
won't.
fill up
You
those
sure?
receptors with something else.
All right.
Yeah. Some good food.
It's Bluewater Wellness. You can come down here and meet these ladies yourself. I recommend you do. We're going to do it for 12 weeks, and we're going to see what kind of results come as I follow this program on the sugar cessation and lifestyle changes and things like that. Dee, Ramona, thank you guys so very much.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
We're glad you're aboard on Positively Muskegon and the Muskegon channel. Follow the results here and get a hold of these guys. If you want to make some changes for yourself in the new year, this is the place to do it. Bluewater Wellness down on Van Wagner Road, just inside Spring Lake.